I was already in the Split for a couple of days, and then I decided that I'm going to visit this beautiful island of Vis. I dreamed about it, I don't know, for 10 years, maybe 15, or even more, I don't even remember. I'm just waiting here for my boat to get going. I just went there to the ferry and bought the tickets. The tickets are not very pricey. If you are in Split, you have to visit one of these islands. And then I just went there so happy that I have tickets, and I just waited for my ferry. It was leaving about 10 o'clock, I think. And that was my birthday present for myself. And I was so excited, like a little kid. I just couldn't wait that this boat is going to go and just go out to the sea. When all the passengers were gathering there and we were just waiting together, I was so full of excitement. Yeah, I'm going on ferry, I'm going on boat. I was just so fully there, and I just love traveling. I was a little bit sad that I was leaving Split because I felt like home there. All the streets, all the coffee shops, all this beauty and cultural and historical masterpiece of this beautiful town of Split makes me just in awe. I was so impressed by it. I just love being there. But now is the chapter for new adventure. I went there on this ferry. When I went upstairs, there was such a beautiful art. I love this. I love the colors. I love everything about it. And then I was already on the top of the ferry. I'm just so happy that I am here. I saw the Split all in sun, all that boats and yachts and everything, all the people down were so small, and our ferry is just started to going. It was such a powerful moment because the boat was so big and just huge, and all these waves of these boats were just amazing, and how fast it goes. I was just fully amazed how beautiful it was. I just couldn't stop looking back to Split and all these mountains behind. It was just amazing and gorgeous. Now it's time for new adventure. I just couldn't wait that I would see Braj. When I was a very little child, I think I was in first class, we went there with my family with a plane. I have such a beautiful memories of Braj. It was so amazing. We were in the main square there. The sea was very nearby. We have everything included. It was just pure pampering ourselves. And I know I went there and just collecting these seashells every morning when everybody was still asleep. I just love remembering how it was with my sister and how we played there and how fun it was. It was really exciting period for me. I just loved it. I love everything about Braj, and I wanted to go. I still want to go to all these islands around. I don't know which of them are here. Maybe Korčula, maybe Hvar, I'm not sure. There is such a beauty and also peacefulness because you are not such in all the happening, all the center. I just love being in Split because there are so many coffee shops that I can just sit there and write, and I love exploring around. I was lost so many times in Split, but I somehow always found the way back. I just love that. I love being in big towns, but also I love small towns when you have such a coziness and just when you feel like home. But Split is also for me like home. I just went everywhere there, and it was such a kind and heartful city. I love being there. The weather, as you can see, was very sunny with a little bit of clouds, but that gives all of that this magic, this charm. We were so fast to this island with that I don't know when time went by. I just sit there in the sun and I was looking, the sea was so beautiful and peaceful and blue. The waves were so gentle. And then we arrived at Vis. At first, I saw this little island with a little church on it. But then in the background, you can see already town Vis and its beauty, its beautiful houses, its Mediterranean style, how it's just shining this, that you just know that you are by the sea. Houses are in light beige colors and sometimes a little bit blue and white, and I just love everything about it. We have such a big ferry that I didn't imagine how we are going to land in this small bay. It was just, I don't know, unimaginable to me. But we managed somehow came to this beautiful bay, and then I can see all these beautiful houses even at closer. But all behind uh, all these houses was such a green forest. I don't know, when I came here, when it's summertime, is all, I don't know, not so green. But here are these trees, they are remaining green for they're remaining green all year round. It was so windy. I have anything. I have searched for anything that was warm enough that I can get just get dressed because it was so windy. I didn't have my how could you say that cap with, but I regret it. I just covered my hat in scarf and also hoodie, and it was warm then enough that I can just sit outside. It was such a pleasure just sitting outside and being on the sun and experiencing all this moving of all this beautiful ferry. It was just amazing. I couldn't wait that I arrived at this beautiful town, Vis. On another side of the island, it's another town, but a little bit smaller, I think. I went only to Vis. I think that when we are going to land, we are going to move so much water, sea water under us, that all the houses in this beautiful Vis are going to be under the water. But it wasn't happening. Our captain was driving our ferry so good that I was just truly amazed how this is going. And there were already people waiting for another people on our ferry, and they were just waving for one another, and I just fully enjoyed it. In this ferry go so many cars and buses and everything, even trucks were uh, there in this ferry. As you can see, the cars and all were already waiting that they are going to go in ferry and back to Split. When I'm going next time, I'm going absolutely stay at Vis, at least for 1 week or 3 days, I don't know. It's just so amazing there. I just love everything about it. And these beautiful Mediterranean style houses are just gorgeous. And I saw these beautiful palm trees all around. They were just waving in the wind, and it was just magical. It was just pure beauty. I just came with this gorgeous, beautiful, beautiful boat, and now I'm going to look something to eat. I stopped only for a few hours there, that I could just see how this beautiful city is breathing, that I could just experience it just a little bit. You can see there how big this boat was, how huge it was. It was almost higher than every building in this city downstairs. And there was a bakery shop and all these cute shops together. And I saw these beautiful cats. There was mother with these beautiful small cats. I just love orange cats. I don't know what is with me. I love orange cat with brown eyes. That makes me so happy. Cats always makes me happy and excited. I just loving being there. I love exploring these beautiful streets of Greece. When I walk there, I feel I'm entering a new adventure in my life. And it was just so fulfilling that I could just look around and explore and see these beautiful streets. They were just shining because of the sky, and it was just amazing. I put on the most comfortable shoes that I have, that I could just walk around everywhere and just explore everything. And here was another coffee shop, and of course palm trees. I just love everything about this. And here was Red House, and then was time that I just stopped by for a coffee. I prefer it with a plant-based milk, or here I have a plant-based cream. But it was very good and delicious. I just take it everywhere with me. In Split wasn't so much coffee shops with soya or almond or plant-based milk, so I just bring my plant-based cream always with me. As you can see there, I had a little heart in my coffee, and I was just sitting there writing, enjoying this beautiful weather. I just sat outside because it was warm. It was a little bit windy, but warm. It wasn't a lot of tourists there when I was there, because it was not a main season. But some tourists were there. I was surprised that I saw so many. saw these beautiful boats and yachts, and everything was just there. But time went so fast by, I don't even know when. And I just had to go back to ferry. But this has everything, as you can see, bank and little shops and coffee shops and places you can eat. I just ate there in one beautiful restaurant. And then I went back to this beautiful park with palm trees. And I just look one more time back to this beautiful city, and I said goodbye to it, and I will surely come back. I know I'm going to go back because that makes me happy and that makes me truly excited. That is who I really am. As you can see, it was a little bit windy. I've got here my tickets, and of course I didn't want to go back. When it's time, I had to go back. I was already a little late because I wanted to see everything, but I didn't have enough time. This day was also my last day in Split, and I am always a little bit sad when I have to leave uh, all these beautiful destinations. And I even discovered on the ferry a big coffee shop, or maybe there is a big restaurant where it's main season, but all the tables were just occupied. I hardly found one for me. I just have to look a little bit how it's from the boat side, how it's from this beautiful ferry, how are the streets downstairs. I even saw one man being even more late than I was, how he was just very fast going to buy the tickets and then go to the ferry. It was such an amazing experience. And I just love being here. I don't know. I feel everywhere like home, but I just love coziness. And when I am in these small historical towns, I just love being there, sitting by the sea, listening to the sea, listening to the waves, drinking coffee there, reading a book. Just being there makes me so happy. And just listening how all the people are talking there. I just love it. Hello, I'm already on the boat, and the view is amazing. I cannot believe how beautiful. I will share just a little bit with you, but it's just gorgeous. And then we were already going back to Split. Why? No, I'm just kidding. It was my time that I go back to my family and that I leave Vis and Split, and I just enjoy my driving back to Split. It was such a beautiful house there, neutral color with light blue windows, and it was just amazing. I just love these colors of Mediterranean Sea, and it was just amazing. It was so gentle, and all the houses are going so good together. When I was trying to speak in this ferry, it was so windy that I didn't hurt even myself. And later was time for another coffee, of course. I just have to show you this beautiful blue sea, how beautiful it was. It was just amazing. It was so beautiful. And of course, with coffee goes always writing. I just love to write. I write always what was happening to me, what inspired me, what makes me happy, and what was, of course, funny. There's always something funny there. I just love exploring everything. I was just sitting there and writing and watching how the boat went up and down and up and down. There were a little bit bigger waves than before when we were driving to the Vis. And I think there were a little bit more of clouds also. But the weather was still amazing. I have to go outside. As I enjoyed the restaurant so much and coffee shop in this ferry. I'm leaving the Vis, the island of Vis now, to see just this one sunset and what was waiting for me that I have enjoyed this time so much. I can't but I just have to be outside in the air and I just have to experience it. I just love sitting in the wind and the sun and watching this blue sea. That makes me so happy, and that is what I really want to do when I'm on boat. I just love driving with boats. I also love sea with all my heart. I'm so excited when I'm going to see that I can't even tell you. I bought these tickets for Split one day before, and I just decided I'm going. I'm going, and no matter what, I'm going. And I just packed very fast and I just went because sea is always calling me. I feel so good by the sea. I feel so, I don't know. I like my hometown. I love my hometown. But when I'm going to the sea, I can't even explain you. I'm just full of energy. I want to explore. I want to be there. I don't know. Energy is different. I'm different. I'm really not different, but I'm just more connected to myself, or I don't know. I just love exploring around. And I feel this aliveness inside me even more. And then we were so close to Split again. I don't know when time went by. I just enjoy it so much. I enjoy driving with ferry. And as you can see, all the houses in Split were lit with sun, were just shining in sun. And I couldn't wait that I go down and I just go to a coffee somewhere or something to eat maybe. And that is then going to be my last sunset in Split. As you can see in Split, there are also such a beautiful palm trees, and you have to visit this palace and churches and everything. It's just amazing. Split is gorgeous historical town. You just have to experience it.